Let's go, YouTube. We back. Another reaction. Can friends with benefits actually work? Let's get into it.
Like, if I want to see somebody else, I'm going to. You know what I mean? And I'll let her know.
Like
So,
on a date or like
on a
sleep
date
with
or
someone
sleep
else.
with somebody. Yeah, it may happen.
How does that make you feel knowing that like another girl can come around and
There's been girls that like even at work flirt with him and stuff, and I just walk away. I don't want to
Yeah.
see it, you know, I block it out. I've definitely gotten the jealousy part the best of me.
Why do we take sex so seriously? Are monogamous relationships outdated, or are these friends with benefits actually hiding their true feelings for each other? I'm Kat Takahashi, and today's episode of Split Decision is about friends with benefits.
Kat Takahashi.
Spicy. Today, we're gonna get to the truth of it all. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this. The first prompt is, I wasn't instantly attracted to you. Make your split
question.
decisions in 3, 2, 1.
I don't like when they ask questions in the negative because it confuses me. I wasn't instantly attracted to you.
Head and turn around. Ooh. You got some nods of agreement, like, yeah, that's totally it. Jaden and Reese, you actually both disagree. You're on yes.
Yeah, so it took a second. We met at work. Don't get me wrong, I definitely find you attractive. It just, it's the insides too is what counts. So it took a second, like once I started to figure out your work ethic and, you know, other things you bring to the table, that's what really attracted me to you. You know, not discrediting your looks whatsoever, but, you know, I had to warm up to you.
How does that make you feel, hearing that?
I didn't know about that. I thought at first, like, I was like, okay, like this is a cute boy that I work with. This is super cool. I thought he felt the same way, but
I'm not-
after
I'm
a
not-
little bit, after a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think it was just like that immediate attraction of like, let's try to get this guy's number or Instagram or something.
Yeah? Did you
But
go for it?
I made the first move though. That's what I'm saying. Like she didn't. If she felt like that, she should have. You know. But I have to warm up with people in general. You know what I mean? So.
Brad, Gia, so both. It was right away. Spark was there.
I don't even know if we currently find each other
we
attractive.
probably don't right now.
Nigga, what?
Yeah,
It's-
You don't even find attractive now. You're like,
Maybe
yeah.
it's better that way. Maybe it's harder to catch feelings if you don't find each other attractive. It's just like, yo, this is just this thing we're doing. Yo, like what you doing at 5? I'm not really free till 5:45. Okay, if it's not, it's not 5. I gotta push till 6:30. All right, cool. 6:30, I'm gonna be in, and by 7:15, I'm out. You feel what I'm saying? And you don't think about it for the rest of the day. You got your rocks off. Everybody's satisfied. You know, do it with the lights off. You know, maybe that's a more efficient way to do it. You know, why purposely invest your feelings into it by doing it with somebody you're attracted to?
It took until Halloween. We
Yeah.
met in August, but Halloween is where it really took off.
Yeah,
I was dressed as a penguin.
I was a
and
hot dog.
It got to the best of us, and
Yeah.
that's kind of what kicked
Was that
off.
it? Was him
It
as
was
the
the
penguin
cost.
really?
Yeah.
I just don't think we like how we look normally, like each other.
Like every person is so attractive.
Yeah,
and
like
Fine,
everyone's so
we're
we're
attractive.
all so beautiful
Like,
here.
everyone here
But
loves-
Halloween is
He
just
looks
so
high.
attractive.
Yeah,
and
like, everyone's so
we're-
My man right here looks high, but I don't think he's high. I think that's just how his eyes sit. That's how his face sits.
all
attractive.
so beautiful
Like,
here.
everyone here
But
loves-
Halloween is just a
Halloween
special
is a
time.
special time
when
of the
we
year.
can
Like
all
they
be
say it's
extra
Christmas.
attractive.
Yeah,
Ella, Caleb, the attraction was instant.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We also met at a costume party.
It was late at the party, and then she walks in, and it sounds so corny, but it's so true. It literally was like, who is she? I was like, what the heck?
Did you have that like spark that he mentioned where it's like,
I didn't even see him at the beginning. So.
Type shit.
it
Ouch.
sounds pretty
So good.
romantic. It sounds pretty
It was.
like
I think so.
like love at first sight kind of thing. I'm not saying that you love her, but that's what it sounds
Bro, you Jubilee, I need some background music to this, bro.
like. So how do you go from
Add some background music to this. Y'all know better than this. I don't like when y'all do that. Y'all know way better than this, bro. Come on.
song like spark, but then y'all are just
I think this is
Friends.
the craziest part, is that we didn't exchange phone numbers or anything, and then we're both on dating sites, and then we both liked each other on Tinder.
get out.
And I was like, you're the girl from the party. And she
That
was
was
like,
weird.
you're the man from the party.
Type shit.
That's how you know it's meant to be. I'm afraid a relationship will ruin what we have together. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and turn around. Wow, okay. So most of us are feeling.
Bro, why we not talking to these two niggas? They didn't even ask these two niggas nothing. I'm just realizing that these two niggas off in the cut, cheesing, smiling. You feel me? He just happy to be in her presence. She like, hey, the nigga cool. These niggas don't give a fuck. These niggas like, nah, yeah, it's different.
And that relationship will ruin what we have. What we have is special. Gia, let's start with you.
Yeah, we're just friends. Like, nothing else. Never felt romantic attraction, so never, ever. We don't ever talk about relationships.
No, at the end of the day, like, if you had a cat, I'd take care of it.
Yeah.
But you don't.
No,
so there's
I don't.
no need to.
Like, that's the only
so
benefits
we're
we
kinda
need.
chilling
really.
where we are.
Yeah, we're so chill.
This is like just sex.
No,
And
just
friends. Just
no,
friends.
No, we're just friends.
Yeah, I think friends is the best
Just friends.
for us.
Yeah.
Huh.
For now. Forever.
Ever. Wait.
Forever.
Yeah.
You guys are so cute.
Chill out,
Say
Gangy.
it. I know you're not like a thing,
out.
but it's like you guys are so cute. So Tanner, you're on no.
Yeah.
So there's no, like, let's just say hypothetically, a Chad comes along, right? Because that's the term niggas like to use. A Chad comes along, he sweeps her off her feet romantically. You know, he's giving her all that she wants, and then he start pounding her shit. You're not gonna feel no type of way, like, oh yeah, let's not do that no more. You're not gonna feel no type of way, like, damn, like, I mean, I don't know.
I said no because I was like I can't imagine us ever being in a relationship.
Yeah, that's also why I said
or
no.
catching.
Oh wait, I thought that was a shorty. Wait, that's a nigga.
like I can't
Oh wow, that changes the game.
imagine us ever being in a relationship.
Yeah, that's also why I said
or
no.
catching feelings.
I'm not afraid of it ruining what we have together. I just like don't think we want to be.
Or if
in
one of
one.
us started to catch feelings, we would just communicate that to the
Yeah.
other one, and then we'd move forward. Like that's why we didn't do anything. We were just friends for like a
Yeah.
year and a half before we met, because we like are not compatible in that way. But we've got like some sexual compatibility. So it was like a year and a half in that we were like, oh, okay, well we can do this, but there's nothing.
And there was never like any kind of spark, like, oh, maybe.
No.
Girl, God, no.
No, God, no.
God,
You're like,
no. No, that's
really?
like, no, that's my friend.
What is it
but-
about Noah that you're like, absolutely cannot be in a relationship with?
I mean, there's nothing bad that I don't like about him, but it's like, I mean, we
it's
like.
also it's just a different dynamic. Like
Yeah.
you know, you can be good friends with some, but not necessarily good roommates with them. And I think the same applies to a relationship.
So Reese, you are afraid that a relationship will ruin what you have together.
Yeah, I think that we agree on this of the fact that we've both had relationships that we were friends with the person beforehand, and now we like don't have that same friendship afterwards because we just don't talk to that person anymore. So I feel like if we were to get into a relationship and something were to happen, we just wouldn't want to risk losing each other as people in our lives.
We have established a really good friendship bond. I don't want to risk throwing that away. You know, on top of the fact, school, I have a couple other things that I have
Amen.
going on in my life.
You know, you gotta have a lot of different things going on, man. You gotta be busy. Gotta stay busy, bruh. Gotta stay busy. But yeah, I got this thing going on. I got this thing going on. Yeah. Yo, what you doing after work? Yeah, after work I gotta gotta run to the crib. You know, grab a bite to eat real quick. Then I gotta run over to this spot. Then we at that spot. You know, just gotta have a lot going on, bro. Have a lot going on. I'll fuck with that.
Sounds tough because you're obviously both attracted to each other, right? And you love each other as friends, right?
Yeah.
And so doesn't the whole, you know, being intimate with each other, isn't that
never
risky
boils
for the
over.
relationship? Is it like risky that you're, you know,
No, for
doesn't
me,
it complicate it?
because I'm set on, we've had this talk a lot actually, like I'm very set on where I'm at, and I've actually set the boundaries from the get-go when we started talking, like from the first time we had sex, you know what I'm saying, like we're just friends, I have yada 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 in my life I got going on, and I made that crystal clear. Even though we hang out and may function and from the outside looking in look like a relationship, that's cool, like, you know what I mean? But I know what it is in my head, and it's not, you know what I mean? Because I know if she has a chance to catch feelings, which, you know, she may have already. And so I knew, like, you know, yeah, I have to lay those boundaries down just to be respectful, you know?
And how did you feel when he,
Damn,
you know,
she's
you guys have
getting
been together a
fried
couple
right
times
now.
and he's just like, boom, here are the boundaries.
I told him like, if you want to keep continuing this, like I just want it to be between us. I don't want him to like go out and have sex with another girl, you know? So that's kind of
What you mean by that? What you mean by that? What you mean you don't want me to go out and have sexual relations with other girls? What you mean? What you mean by that? We're just friends. What you mean? If I want different boom boom, I get different boom boom. What you mean by that? Why you telling me don't do that? Boom bucklat.
My boundary that I had too, so I guess we kind of like laid out.
I mean, I understand that. It's like kind of safety too. It's kind of nasty, but I mean, at that point, it's just like if I can't. I think there is a big benefit, even if you are doing that. I think there is a big benefit to that you don't have to deal with the relationship stuff. Like, you know, you don't have to give them everything that they need, and you don't have to sacrifice parts of yourself. So there is a big benefit, but I mean,
own boundaries when we set that. So I was okay with it. I mean, it kind of made me sad, but then I realized like I need to grow myself too without a relationship right now.
So you kind of wanted maybe it to turn into something more.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I still do.
It's no, bro, that's not cool.
On there, we talk about it all the time.
Oh, gotcha.
But he's so set on like, I need school. I mean, we go to the same school and we have the same class and we do the same work. So in my head, it's like I don't think that I'm gonna be pushing you away from that. I'm only gonna be like growing you.
But you just mentioned, so you are a monogamous. You don't sleep with anybody else. Is that
I
right?
hope so.
Well, she just
Right.
said if I.
Yeah, he's knocking some down. He's knocking some down. But yeah, you don't sleep with anybody else, right? If you ask a yes or no question and niggas proceed with you're done.
I do to let her know. That's what it is. So it's not necessarily monogamous. It's just like, if I see somebody, let it be known to her. I guess she'll decide if she's okay with it. But like,
Have you had to have that conversation?
Not yet. Like honestly, no, not yet. Like if I want to see somebody else, I'm going to. You know what I mean? And I'll let her know.
Like
So,
on a date or like
on a
sleep
date
with
or
someone
sleep
else?
with somebody. It's not set. Like, you know, like the way I'm looking at it, if, you know, Jolly walking down the street says, hey, let's have sex or whatever, and she's cute, and whatever, you know, I'm gonna let her know, and, you know.
And you'll do it.
And it may happen. Yeah, it may happen.
How does that make you feel, knowing that like another girl can come around and if she's
Oh,
down to go,
it's
he's down to
definitely-
go.
I've gotten myself into like some jealousy. There's been girls that like even at work flirt with him and stuff, and I just walk.
So y'all work at the same place and y'all go to school at the same place and y'all have sex. That's interesting. But y'all don't want to be more than friends. I'm not mad at bro. I mean, when you got options, bro, you move differently when you got options. You know, I'm understanding. Like I've already, you know, I've been in that situation. You know, like yeah, you know, I kind of want to play my options a little bit. So you know, just chill. You know, it would be perfect, but when you have options, you make different decisions.
Walk away. I don't want to
Yeah.
see it. You know, I block it out. And then sometimes I've gotten mad at him. I'm like, why are you talking to her? But it's not my place now that I've learned. But I've definitely gotten the jealousy part the best of me.
Caleb, you are afraid that getting a relationship will ruin what you have right now.
I'm not exactly afraid of ruining what we have. It's just, we've already talked about it. We're both just not ready for a relationship. It's just casual right now. We also spent a lot of time
Super
together
cash.
very quickly. I think in the first
Super
week of us
cash.
meeting, I think we spent like 3 to 4 days together.
Yeah.
So
It was like back
Kind
to
of like
back.
dating? Like you were dating a little bit? Were
I
you like,
think we
were
were
you
just-
testing for compatibility for a relationship?
No, I
No.
don't think it was either of that. I think it was that we were both just kind of in the honeymoon phase of anything, and
Yeah.
you're very happy.
What was like the point where you decided, you know what? Keep it casual. Keep it friendly. Benz.
For me, when I found out he was talking to other girls, I was like, I mean, that's cool, but like, that's,
Oh, got you.
we're just friends then.
Were you like disappointed a little bit when you found out he was talking to other girls?
I didn't like care. I just hate when people like go out of their way and like tell you something like, hey, I'm not talking to other people, but then you are. So it was like, and we had this conversation. We had this conversation last week, and then when I said that,
Last
I
week?
don't care. Just tell me because
Told
I
your
stopped
ass
talking to
last
everyone
week.
for him, and then when I found that out,
Look at her. Look at his face. He said, That's the first time he made any facial expression. He said, interesting. How'd that make you feel?
I'm like still on dating apps, but I'm not, I don't even have a girl that I'm talking to even casually
Yeah.
over text, in person or anything.
The next prompt is, your friend with benefits is afraid of commitment. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1. Okay, go ahead and turn around.
Turn around, hi.
No, right off the bat, you're saying yes, Tanner is afraid of commitment. Tell us more.
I've been observing a pattern throughout our friendship, not involving me, but involving a number of other people.
It's a known thing.
Go on.
I feel like you go for a lot of people who I don't
Who
think
are
you're
not
compatible
looking.
with.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe you intentionally do that because
I
you're
love a
scared of
man who
commitment.
sleeps on a mattress on the floor.
Interesting.
Not, but you know, like, because he's gonna treat me wrong.
And you like that?
Sure.
Interesting.
It's a trauma response.
Why is that? Why do you like a man
Well, I
who's
don't
gonna treat you
actually
wrong?
like it. It's like that's what I'm saying. It's a joke.
But that's what you're
that's
drawn
what
to.
That's what I seek. Right, because it's not gonna get me some kind of commitment. If a guy treats me right, I run. I'm like, oh no, ah.
Oh, he's treating me good.
Yeah.
Gotta get out of here.
No, like
There's girls that think like that too. Don't just think because he gay. Don't not learn. Don't watch stuff and not learn. Just because he's a gay man, that isn't like there's women that think that too. They just don't say it. They just don't say he's a man, so he might be brave enough to actually say that. There's women that think that too. If he treat me right, I'm running. And I'm not saying that you should treat people wrong. I'm just saying, like, I've really been thinking about this. Like, yo, like, you know, being somebody that loves God and has the, you know, the spirit of, you know, the love of God inside of him. It's just like, yo, how should you move with certain people? And it's just, you know, what I've come to is just like, you know, give everybody good energy initially, but don't keep giving people energy that's not giving you no good energy back. Right? And so you shouldn't even find yourselves in these type of situations with these people. Because when you treat them right, first of all, they're going to run anyway. So don't chase. Don't run after them. Just keep living your life. Just keep loving on people. And the people that's showing love to you back, then you show love, then they show love. Now you got to bow. Right? You got a whole thing going on. But you don't have to force your love. Jesus didn't force his love on nobody. Jesus didn't force none of his disciples to follow him. He was like, bruh, I ain't forcing nobody to do nothing. Like, you feel me? They willingly came, yo, like, I'm going to follow Jesus. You feel what I'm saying? And so we are going to try to be like Christ, not to replace Christ or not to be gods, but to be closer to God. Then, you know, that's the example. Like, bro, I don't need nobody, bro. My 12, whoever my 12 that's going to bang with me, bro, I'm showing mad love. That's it.
Like literally.
Are you concerned?
Are you concerned?
No, I mean, I don't. I mean, he's like 24, not like 45. I'm not concerned he's gonna go to the grave with nobody in his life. I think it's maybe something to think about and examine with yourself when you're ready.
Which I
but
do, right? I mean,
it's not gonna kill you.
All right, and Reese, you are
That's what they all say. It's not gonna kill you. I mean, hopefully not. You know, who am I to speak over somebody else's life?
Yes, you're saying yes. This is so shocking. You're on yes, really?
Yeah,
Curious,
right?
yeah,
What?
I'm real curious.
Jaden over here? Okay.
Well, I mean, it's not as
Was
right?
that
What?
was that his attempt at humor?
Curious.
Like, was that his? Like, that was pretty dry humor, but it was so dry. I didn't even know if it was like a joke or not.
Jaden over here? Okay.
Well, I mean, it's not as deep as that. I mean, it's just like what I was thinking. As much as like we're so connected, he doesn't want anything. And like I know that it's not just from a commitment point of view, but I think that there's a little bit of that he doesn't want that pressure, and the pressure comes with commitment. And so like being that he can't take that pressure, I don't know if he can take the commitment. Personally, just with me. I don't know about with anyone else. Possibly like if he really, really found himself compatible with someone, I bet you he could, since he has. But I believe like if he was abstinent for so long prior to me, and then it's been like this throughout the past year.
What did she just say?
To me, and then he has. But I believe like if he was abstinent for so long prior.
My boy abstinent like me, bro. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. I understand, bro. I don't know why he was abstinent, but if you go from not abstinent, or if you go from abstinent to not abstinent, I'm like, bro, just chill, bro. Just relax. I understand, like, for me personally, I don't see myself doing that if I'm super compatible, but yo, I just want to be free. I just want to talk to this shorty. I just want to be free, bro. Like, and I don't feel like abstinence is like a restrainment or restriction, you know, especially if that's something you decide to do. If you decide to do that, you know, I think being abstinent has actually freed me from lust, you know, and things like that. But we don't gotta talk about that right now. But you know, once you go from abstinent to not abstinent, like yo, I just want to enjoy the full non-abstinence. I just want to enjoy it fully, you know, especially if I'm somebody, you know, that is attractive to people and people who want to talk to me and want to flirt to me and want to get my number and want to move to me and want to be on my body. Yeah, like, of course. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, let me get mine. I understand.
To me, and then it's been like this throughout the past year or over a year. It seems to me that like he just wants to stick to himself, you know, for a while.
Yeah, like don't take it personal. Like don't mistake my like non-desire to entertain a relationship with like commitment issues. Like I don't think I have commitment issues at all. Like if I wanted to be in a relationship, I'd be in a relationship. I feel like, you know, simply put, just because the time and place to be dating is not right now doesn't mean I personally an issue with commitment, you know? And don't take it.
But for me, I feel like it's a little bit just because our connection's so strong.
I hear you.
Yeah.
For you, it's
that I feel like.
You feel like there is an issue.
Yeah, there is an issue for committing to me. Yeah.
I don't think an issue with commitment has to mean like it's something that's wrong with you. It's like just that you're not committing for whatever reason, right? Like you're not looking to commit at this moment. It's not necessarily an issue. I'm open about that and honest with myself, and he honestly seems to be the same.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I have no issue with that. I mean, I feel like he set that pretty straight from the beginning with the boundaries, but like I've said,
but it's me. Like, nigga, fuck the big three, nigga. It's just big me, nigga. Bow. I'm really like that. She feel like she really like that. Like, in her head, she like, bro, there's no way that we go to the same school, we go to the same job, we have great connection, we have great sex, we have great conversations, we get deep, we get intimate. I know your deepest fears, I know your passions. We cuddle, we watch movies together. You be grabbing on my booty the way nobody grabbed on my booty before. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, there's no way that we do all of that and you don't want a relationship. You just you have issues. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody say. You have issues, bud, bucko. You have issues.
Our connection's just so strong that it's just like, okay, it seems a little bit that you might be.
Yeah, I think you also don't have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to feel however you feel about it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Type shit.
And you four, you're all on no.
Type
And
shit.
this doesn't have to be necessarily about like your relationship with each other, but just in general. Would you still say any commitment issues, maybe just in life as a person?
GS maybe would even overcommit. Like, not in that way, but like if we're ever swiping on Tinder, like I don't know if it's just me deflecting my own person onto you, but it's
Probably.
like planning out the next 10 years with them. And like you look at every single thing and it's like, oh, they like cats, maybe not. Like, I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, like you're 18 and it's like, oh, they want kids. I don't really know. So it's like,
Some people
oh,
put too much information on Tinder. It's like, I don't need to know what your most used app is, you know?
yeah,
Like,
and that's gonna just hurt in the committing process.
yeah, it's like put less info so I have less to reject you. Sorry. I've never been in like a real relationship before, ever. So I think because I haven't, it's like I'm scared of like what that might mean, you know?
Yeah.
Like what, I don't know. I'm always just scared to get hurt. In my head, I mean, this is like stupid, but like in my head, it's like if I get in a relationship, you're either like, it's so stupid, but you're either gonna get married one day or you're gonna break up, and I don't wanna break up because then that's gonna hurt. So
No,
I
I
just
get
think about
that.
the future too much. That's like my issue.
I mean, is that not how you should be? Is that a bad way to think about things? Like, yeah, I don't want to be in a relationship because either we're going to break up or we're going to get married, and I don't want to break up. I really never thought about that. Like, my little 19, 18-year-old brain was just like, yo, I ain't gonna lie to the sex is fire. She's a pretty-ass girl. She on my dick, and I like being around her. Like, that's, like, my feet, I was exactly where my feet were. I wasn't thinking about the future. I wasn't thinking about no kids. I wasn't thinking about a house. I wasn't thinking about no money, finances. I wasn't thinking about God at the time. I wasn't thinking about none of that. I was like, yo, the sex is gas. She look good. and I like being around her. And she she really likes me, bruh. And you know, maybe at the time looking back, that's really all that matters. Maybe that's all that you really need. Maybe everything else can be worked out. You know, if the person is really likes you and is really infatuated with you, you like spending time with them, you are very attracted to them, and the sex is amazing. Maybe that's all that really matters. And maybe maybe looking back, maybe that's all that's really necessary. Maybe that's all that you really needed, but I didn't think about none of that, bro. Like, it's so crazy how you don't even think about certain things. Like, I remember hearing a sermon and he was like, yeah, people die from the flu. And he was like, I didn't even know people was dying from the flu. I just was getting the flu multiple times. I didn't even know people were dying from it. Like, ignorance is really bliss. Like, if somebody would have told me that, like, yeah, either y'all gonna break up or y'all gonna get married, I was like, that might have ruined that whole situation for me. But at the time, I didn't care. Like, I didn't care. I didn't think about that. I had no thoughts about that. All I cared about was what was in front of me. This pretty girl that I just enjoyed. Like, I just had, bro, I didn't care about nothing else.
Yeah.
Is what you have together the most relationship-y relationship you've ever had? Is this friends with benefits your kind of first?
I had like situationships, and then I've been scared to commit. So
Gotcha.
with that, so then they didn't end up being real relationships. But so it's just a friendship.
And there's no reason to commit. We're both 18 right now. Well, I'm 19 tomorrow.
Tomorrow, it's his birthday.
We're both 18 right now, so it's like.
Yeah, very young.
Yeah.
And just friends.
Wait it out.
With benefits.
Don't forget that part.
Don't forget that part.
That's what the
All right. Someone will get hurt when this ends. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and turn around. You want to start first, please?
Yeah, this does not have anything to do with me and Noah. I said yes about one of the other couples.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, but that's how I feel.
Okay.
You're saying that when their relationship ends.
I think they're gonna be talking after leaving here of anyone that's here. Just to be straight up.
Yeah, as someone actually who, not with Tanner, but has been in like a very similar situation before, do you think because you like him, you're maybe continuously like placing yourself in a position where you're going to get hurt?
Yes. Yes. She wasn't ready to deal with that. But these two niggas seem very emotionally mature. Like, he's toxic and he likes when niggas treat him bad. But at least he know, like, yo, if you treat me good, I'm out of there, for a fact. You know what I mean? So, he know, like, he already know. He letting shit be known out in the open. I jack that.
Yes and no. I think that it would be an issue if he was a bad person. I think that since he's such a good person and he brings like so much value and potential to the table, just being friends, I'm not getting hurt because it's friends with sex, and that's what we've established now. So yes, in a way, I keep going to these people that are like emotionally unavailable and stuff. So in that sense, yes, but at the same time, I feel like we just know each other well enough to understand that like that's all it is now. As much as like, yes, I've kind of gone through that hurt the past like year, so I think I'm sitting on no because I'm like come to terms with it now.
Yeah, I would also add that someone doesn't have to be a bad person in order to hurt somebody. Sometimes,
Right.
it just happens.
Nah, these niggas is talking though. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. These two niggas would be good friends though. I would be cool with both of these niggas because they talking that talk. They talking. You feel what I'm saying? Like even though we're not compatible in terms of us being gay, we don't have that in common, or us being sex workers. Those niggas talking that talk, bro. They talking. I'm like, hold on, y'all niggas talking like.
Because it's
Even
also
if there's
about
no
what you're willing
malicious
to
intent
accept.
whatsoever.
And
Yeah.
it's not like you're accepting something that you're not okay with, or like that you shouldn't even. It's like the communication is there, and you're not under any delusions.
Right.
So it's not like that.
The
but-
communication's there, and like the fact that he told me that I can have someone else whenever I want kind of makes me less hurt because this whole time I haven't been anticipating a relationship with him because he's told me from the start that's not what it is.
Totally.
I can go out and talk to another guy if I wanted to. Like, he's not holding me in this one area. Because if he was, then I'd be getting myself hurt and I'd be putting myself in that position. But since like we have this kind of openness, I think that we know each other in our.
Well, how about this?
Openness doesn't mean better. Closed boundaries help people too. Boundaries protect people too. That's why God has boundaries, bruh. People think that sin is like, yo, God just being mean, bruh. No, God said these are sins because these are boundaries. I want to protect you. Eve, don't eat the fruit. I'm trying to protect you. Don't do this. Don't have sex outside of wedlock because I'm trying to protect you. God ain't trying to judge you. He ain't trying to judge you. He trying to protect you.
This is the last thing I'm gonna say. But you're not doing that.
Get her. No, fuck that. We need to have this, bruh. Let her have it, bruh. Cause she ain't probably got no big brothers, and she need y'all as big brothers. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck that. Let her have it. Ain't no this is the last. No, ain't no last thing, bruh. Matter of fact, take my number, and I'm gonna call you after this, cause we gonna talk about this. You feel me? You got any siblings? Nah, I already could tell you ain't got no siblings. You ain't got nobody that's showing you love that's in your ear, bruh. You need somebody that's in your ear, bruh, talking to you.
Well, how about this?
This is the last thing I'm gonna say. But you're not doing that. But you're like not talking to other guys.
I know. Well, cause
How
like,
would you feel if he started talking to another girl?
Talk to her.
Oh, I would get hurt.
Sure.
Yes. But at the
Talk
end of
to
the
her.
day,
Yeah, that was like,
Get her stupid ass.
Because in the end, that's what will probably
That's the
be the
end,
thing
yeah.
that would
Yeah.
end
Right.
this, right? You meet someone else that you want to commit to.
I think overall, we are very optimistic people, and so like I just want the best for him. He wants the best for me. So yes, I'd be like, damn, he got another girl. Like lucky for her, that sucks. But at the end of the day, I'm like,
that's how it be.
I'm very valuable too. Like I can go get a guy.
Talk to him.
You know, like kind of.
Talk to him. Nah, you gotta talk to him. You gotta let niggas know, like, you know what I mean?
I guess that's.
You gotta
where
let niggas
I'm
know, you know what I
at,
mean?
like,
And you seem that you make her feel that way,
Yeah,
right? Like it's not
you
like
know
she
what I mean?
she doesn't feel restricted or anything.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
held
Okay,
down by you.
I have a question. This is going to be a deep question. We're going to get real deep here. Okay, so you said you both feel like you're really good for each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to ask you, you know how she feels about you.
Mm-hmm.
You know how her feelings are involved. Do you think that your friends with benefits relationship is good for her?
Talk to him. I was thinking that, and I was like, low key, like that's not really his responsibility. So I was gonna leave him alone. Like, yo, you probably like if you was really a great fucking guy, you probably cut that off with her. Like as much as it is beneficial for you, and I understand. Like I'm not even mad at you. I'm just saying like what you should do. You probably should cut that off. Like when Jesus was talking to the man, and you know Jesus told him what to do. He was like, yeah, you know, don't commit adultery. You know, honor thy mother and father. Don't bear false witnesses. And the man was like, Jesus, I'm already doing all that stuff. Is there anything else? And Jesus was like, yo, if you want to live a perfect life, like sell all your possessions to the people that need it. You know what I mean? If you really want to be that guy. So I was like, bro, he doing what he doing the bare necessities, bro, as it pertains to this relationship. He doing the bare necessities. He's you know, he's letting her whatever. Hey, you know, you can talk to other guys. You know, I'm communicating with you. I'm not being dishonest as far as we know. Like, I'm doing the bare necessities. But if you really want to be that guy, sell all of your possessions to those that need it. And in this case, that would be like, yo, this is probably not, though I love you. In whatever kind of way I love you, my mans, I still fuck with you. If you need anything, I got you. But this is only really benefiting me. Like, and though that would be a big loss for me, though selling all of your possessions will be a big loss for you, this is probably what needs to happen for you, and it's not about me.
I do personally, because I know who I am as a person, and most importantly, I know that I've been transparent. I haven't hidden anything, and I've put it on the table in a way to where she can step back at any moment and readjust or do whatever she needs to do for herself. I think besides like the sex, obviously, the friendship and the talks and the, you know, laughs we share and things like that do help her grow as a person. There's a reason why she left where she was from before and moved, you know, to reset and get a different set of mind. And, you know, I think I'm helping with that, you know, whether or not, sure there's hurt with the feelings and all that, but the reason why we stayed together been seeing each other this long is due to.
I want the gay niggas to get him. I want them gay niggas to talk to that nigga. Like, I want the gay niggas, because the gay niggas is going to tell it how it is. You feel what I'm saying? These pussy straight niggas be pussy, bruh. Straight niggas be pussy with, word. Straight niggas be pussy with. Like, oh, I just can't, they be quiet. It's none of my business. Gay niggas like, man, fuck all that. How she feel about that? Like, nah, you know better than that. Fuck out of here. Gay niggas is gonna be on time and I jack that heavy.
One of the benefits is like helping her grow as a person. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like I'm not hurting her.
Gay niggas, get him. Get him.
We're growing to.
He don't care. He like, I could intervene. I could get him. But I feel like I've already overstepped my boundaries a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, he like, yeah, whatever. As long as I get mine. As long as my shorty don't start talking crazy, like how you talking or how your shorty talking, we good. I don't care.
Together, you know?
Yeah, I mean, even if we were just friends without the sex, I think that I'd be growing from him too. Just because, like, I also haven't made a lot of friends out here, and he's been like a really big supporter for me out here.
That's love.
All alone out here. I have no family or anything, so it's been really nice to have a friend, even without the sex part, to like call up and say like, hey, I locked my keys in my car. Can you come help me? You know.
Oh, that's cute.
So he's there for me for
those
type of things too.
That's
but
love.
Couldn't you have that relationship without the sex? Like, is the sex? Because for some people, it's like. Sex, it complicates it, right? The feelings get involved.
I've actually, like, one of the times where we realized she was catching feelings, I was set on the fact, like, it's the sex. Like, clearly it's the sex that's making you catch feelings. So we've even taken 3 weeks of no sex. I'll go over there. We might not hang out as much, but I've gone 3 weeks not having.
He said, bro, I ain't gonna pull up as much. Let's be realistic. Come on now. We gotta give me grace too. I'm giving you grace. We gotta give me grace. I ain't gonna be over there every other day like it was. But I still come through once or twice a week, right? True or not true? I bet.
Having sex.
I
still go over though, and I will spend the night, and we won't have sex. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that might make it even worse. That might make it even worse. She like, damn, I really love this nigga, bruh.
Me personally, sex doesn't really affect anything, you know what I mean?
But do you think it affects her?
Oh, her.
I get that it doesn't mean as much to you. But
I personally, honestly, I mean, I don't know. Again, she's grown a lot, but definitely at one point it did affect her. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't think it affects her now, though?
Put it this way, yeah. Had we never had sex, we probably wouldn't even be here right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we probably, like, she wouldn't have never, you know?
Quite literally, yeah. Quite literally.
Interesting.
I have one question for you. You separated the sex from the friends.
Yeah, this is why. Let's talk about this. Fuck these other couples, bruh. Let's talk about this. Let's dissect this.
Would you be hurt by not having this good friend any longer? I feel like you.
Yeah.
From what you've said, you're not fearful, but in the past you've been hurt by losing a friend. Right. So would that not put you in the yes category if you would be hurt by losing the friend even without the benefits?
Oh yeah, I'd be hurt if we weren't. But what was the initial prompt?
Would you be hurt if this ends?
You don't believe that this will end with a big heartbreak.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Right, yeah.
Right, that's why he's on no.
Yeah,
right. You don't believe that. You think this is going to end, like everyone's going to be.
Cordial. Like,
yeah.
Just, you know.
Cordial.
But you'd have some type of feeling if we weren't friends, right?
No,
you
yeah.
would
Like,
just leave me. Just to make sure. Okay.
Yeah. And you're on yes.
Yeah.
You think someone's going to get hurt in the end?
I just, in general, like, I feel like any type of friendship, whether it was like a girl or like a guy, like, I feel like I'm a very sensitive person in that no matter what it is, you're losing someone that you spent a lot of time with, you had good memories with. Like, I feel like that's gotta hurt a little bit deep down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would hurt me.
But you think, like, that is going to happen in the end? Like
Unless it
something's gonna
ends in a
break?
bad way, but then I would just be mad, which is still, still hurt.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I would say but it would depend on like what it was. Like, say I was talking to another girl and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna leave. Like, yeah, I'm hurt, but it's like that was my decision. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna do what is best for me. So.
Mm-hmm. You think that's going to happen though? Like,
I don't
gonna
know.
talk to some other girl and then it will end with pain.
I mean, like, not necessarily like a pain. Like, I'm not gonna like be over here crying over you, if I'm be honest. But I'm gonna be like, damn, that sucks. Like, on to the next. Like, just like she said. I mean, pretty girls out in this world.
Type shit.
Try not to think about it too deep. You know.
Type shit.
And that is our episode.
What was I gonna say? Oh, so me and my friend, we had this conversation, right? And she was basically saying like, oh, like if we stop being friends, like how would you feel? Like, would you be sad? And I was like, I mean, I don't know, like I don't really look at relationships like that. Like one of my close friends, right? He mentally like needed a break and he kind of just stepped away from everybody. He wasn't talking to nobody, he wasn't responding to nobody's texts. And he's the dude that he's like kind of, he's the energy of, of a lot of social interactions, And so in my head, I'm like, okay, well, this could be like the end of our friendship potentially. And I wasn't really sad. I was just glad that I got to have the times with my friend that I had. Like, it didn't really make me sad because I just go into relationships knowing that at some point it's going to end. Like whether it be because of death or whether it just be because of whatever. Like, even my brother, who was one of my favorite people in this entire earth, like if for whatever reason we stop being in a relationship, which I don't see happening or I hope wouldn't happen unless, for, reasons I don't even want to say. But if we stop being in a relationship, I mean, though it would be a big loss, but I don't know if I would be sad. I would just be like, yo, like, I'm so happy that I got to spend the time with my brother that I got to spend with him. Like I would just think about, when you're present with people, right? I think you see it differently, right? I remember my aunt, she passed away not too long ago, and I went to the funeral, and, a lot of people were hurt, as I was hurt. I was like, damn, and I don't know if it's the loss that hurts exclusively. I just think what hurts is that we always think that there's going to be a next time. Or like we don't really enjoy every moment with the person like it's going to be our last. I think that's what hurts too. Like, yo, like the last time I was with him, I didn't think about how it could be the last. Or the last time I was with him, I wasn't completely present. I wasn't completely enjoying it. I didn't have my whole heart or my whole soul in that moment. I think that's what hurts too. Like, damn, like if I could just get one more, right? And every time you interact with somebody, especially that you love, you should be treating it like this is the one more. That last time you saw them, you should have treated that like it was the last. Like, yo, if I could just have one more, like, no, every time you see them, like, you need to have the level of presence, the level of love and energy. Like, yo, this could be it. This could be it. This could be the last time I ever see you. And I pray to God that it's not. But realistically, we don't know. We don't know. Like, niggas wake up every day and think they're going to keep waking up forever. That's the problem. Like, you just keep waking up. You just woke up 25 years in a row. You on a roll right now. Right? But there's no guarantee that niggas is going to wake up every single day. There's no guarantee. So you got to just treat it like, yo, this could be it. And I think once you start treating relationships and every interaction, you start treating the valuable relationships in your life like they're sacred. Like, yo, this could be it. I feel like when they're gone, it won't hurt as much. Because like, yo, I gave my whole heart to this. And that's kind of the issue that I have with some of the relationships I had in the past. Like, I didn't give my whole heart. I didn't give my whole... And, I guess it was good that I had those, situations that I had to allow me to see things differently. Because if I can go back, I would treat it with different care. I would treat it with different love. I would treat it differently, you know. But I guess you gotta go through stuff to whatever. But yeah, man, that's gonna be it. We out.